Live again. Solo. Today is another solo session. Boy Ryan couldn't make it. Had a emergency. But this time, legit. You know, Ryan had a death in the family back in Jamaica. So condolences go out to him, his family. He couldn't make it today. So I'll be winging it. I'll be bringing it by myself today. It's always nice to have Ryan on to hear his opinion, to hear his take on things, to go back and forth. But today it's going to be only me. So, Premier League, match week 5. What another crazy weekend, man. What another crazy weekend we had. Guys, the season has just taken a turn for the worse for the champions, Liverpool. Actually sing Damian Perez. Hello, everybody in here. It hasn't been a good 2 weeks for Liverpool at all. And that's one of the major talking points for match week 5. And there's a lot more. We're going to take our time and we're going to break down these 10 matches. We're gonna just take it easy. We're gonna take it slow. No rush. You know, I'm here by myself. And we're just gonna take it easy here. So without further ado, guys, we're gonna get straight into it. We're gonna get right down to business. Hello to everybody watching the live stream right now. Hello to the folks watching the replay. I got my water on deck and I'm ready to do this, man. I'm ready. So hello, everybody, again, and we're going to dive right into these fixtures. No delay. I'm going to start with, guys, first of all, I'm going to start with the easiest fixture first. West Brom versus Burnley. West Brom are currently outside the relegation zone in 17th. After 5 games, they have 2 points. While for Burnley, they picked up their first point in that 0-0 draw. A dull, boring 0-0 draw. I fell asleep during this game today. And I don't really look forward to games like this at all. You know, think about how many people actually tuned in to watch West Brom versus Burnley. Not a lot, but I did. So 2 points for West Brom. Burnley picked up their first point of the season. So let's just click this game and we're going to get into it. Just talk a little bit, not much. You know, some of these teams did some transfer business. I'm going to let you guys know my opinion on the transfer businesses and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, just look for the little things that we may have missed. So Burnley 0, West Brom 0. Not a lot of major talking points in the game, but West Brom's new signing, Colin Grant, made his debut for West Bromwich Albion. He's 23 years old. He made his way over from Huddersfield Town. So you click on his profile right here. You're going to see some more about Colin Grant. Colin Grant, first appearance of West Brom. And he came over for a fee of 16.5 million euros. While it's fresh on my head, guys, you know what I was thinking? What's up with all this, you know, COVID-19, I don't have no money type thing? Because teams are spending a lot of money. Were they saving up this money to spend right now? They're spending. West Brom spending, Fulham spending, Leeds United spending, and we thought there was no money to spend. The only team that could relate to that whole thing is Burnley, because they haven't spent much at all. They probably spent 2 mil, the most. You know, they haven't spent, and it could hurt them this season, actually. Sean Dyche has expressed his displeasure to the board on the lack of funds. And while we on Burnley, this could actually be the year Burnley go down from the Premier League. But Colin Grant, he did score a goal, but was offside, did not time his run properly and paid the price. But Slaven Bilic, West Brom pick up another point. They should have picked up 3 points in that game against Chelsea, but they're playing games, man. Ivanovic, first start for West Bromwich Albion, 36 years old, came over from Zenit St. Petersburg. Slaven Bilic switched things up. He had Hegazi at the back, the Egyptian international there, and Krovinovic came in on loan again. I think he came over from Benfica, if I'm not mistaken, the Croatian-born player. I don't think he played for Croatia yet, but their team looks a lot better with Diangana, Pereira, Grant, who has quite a bit of pace, Gallagher on loan from Chelsea, Krovinovic on loan, as I just mentioned, Livermore, the pivot in the middle there, John Stone being one of the goalkeepers who has made the most saves in the Premier League this season. And the team looks a lot better. Romain Sawyer's off the bench, St. Kitts and Nevis international, Matt Phillips, Cullum Robinson. For Burnley. Burnley are looking light, guys. They're looking like feathers. Light, I'm telling you. Look at the bench. The bench looks light. They only made 2 subs. Sean Dyche and Burnley, they're lucky to pick up a point in this game, to be honest. They didn't create a lot of chances, and look, it's gonna be a tough season for Burnley. I'm gonna say that right now. But hello to everybody in here, man. Got Damian Perez, Ter Stegen, Donald Haynes says, bro, I love the vids. I Not Nourish 27, Dupe Tajuddin. We have Richard Costens, Malik, Anthony Gray, just giving some shout outs to the people up in here right about now. But we're going to get through these. I don't plan to make it a super, super long stream today, but we're going to get through these. Not much to talk about from this game. Not many takeaways from this game at all. But I can see both of these teams going down. If both of these teams go down at the end of the season, I would not be surprised at all. And I could see a bigger team picking up the likes of Mateus Pereira for sure, because he is a quality player. So let's see if Sean Dyche and Burnley actually get to sign anybody else in January after the addition of Dale Stephens from Brighton. And he was on the bench unused today. The team just looks light, man. That team don't look like they're going to survive at all. Definitely not. So I think Colin Grant was the only new player brought in for West Bromwich Albion. We could take a quick look at their transfer business and make sure we don't miss anything, because I don't really want to miss a lot of things. I really don't. And I spoke about Grant, which is the most important signing. Their biggest signing this season, actually, maybe not the most important, but the biggest one being 16.5 million euros. And you can see they brought in Grady Diangana, Mateus Pereira, Cedric Kipre, who I'm yet to see, David Button, the goalkeeper, Ivanovic on a free, Cullum Robinson in a swap deal, Gallagher, Krovinovic on loan. In terms of players going out, Oliver Burke, Jonathan Lecco, Chris Brunt, Nathan Ferguson, etc., etc. So we definitely did not miss anyone. And I don't even need to check Burnley because they only signed Dale Stephens. They didn't even manage to pick up a player from the Championship or League One or League Two. That could have actually helped. You know what I'm saying? That could have actually helped. But hello to everyone watching right now. Make sure you smash a like on the video. Guys, please, I'm begging you, like the video. I'm just kidding. But like the video, though. Make sure you like the video. I could also see if Burnley gets relegated, players like Tarkowski, Nick Pope, Dwight McNeil all being moved on. Maybe the others could stay, but those 3 players are actually quality that maybe deserve to be earning more at a bigger club. So I think that's enough attention on those 2 teams in terms of the next match. Sometimes when I go to find who they play next, I'm like, I get dyslexic. I can't find it. West Brom will play Brighton on the road. That's a good game. That's a good game. You could possibly pick up points from Brighton. We'll get to Brighton, who have looked good but have not been lucky at all. For Burnley, they play Spurs. Ooh, might not be a bad time to play Spurs. Might not be a bad time to play Spurs. They would start the European campaign as well, guys. Remember, the European season starts tomorrow. Champions League on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I do think the Europa League starts this Thursday. It should, but I haven't really paid much attention to the Europa League. I am still yet to do a Europa League group stage reaction video. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I never pay the Europa League any mind. But I plan to do one, and if I have to do one, it has to be when I'm done this live stream and just get it out, because if I don't do it now, it would never happen. But that's the next fixtures for these two teams. Burnley, it's going to be tough against Spurs, but you never know. You never know. You know what I mean? But let us move on to the next game, guys. It was a hell of a week, man. It was a hell of a match week. Let us move on to the freshest game. Leeds 0. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. I just finished watching this game, and it was poised 0-0 for quite some time until we got a goal from Raul Jimenez. It was deflected off the head of Calvin Phillips, caught the goalkeeper on his heels, and Melier couldn't do anything. It was gonna nestle right into his arms, but Calvin Phillips, his being a defensive midfielder and all, his defensive instinct kicked in, and he should have just did nothing. It would have been fine. They would have picked up a point from the game, but they didn't. They didn't. A lot of chances created in the game, none taken. Not big chances, but chances. None taken, balls hit straight to both goalkeepers and all. None taken. Roman Saiz did score, but he was offside by a mile. The referee for this game, guys, guess who he was? Guess who he was? I think it's the same. Yeah, David Coote. David Coote, the man who was responsible for VAR in the Merseyside derby and failed to make the proper decisions for Liverpool, or he made the decisions against Liverpool. David Coote, don't forget him. You want to see his face? They don't even have a picture of his face right here, but you know what? I'm not even going to show his face. I don't want to get too sidetracked here. David Coote, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Leeds 1. It was an exciting game. It was 0-0 for some time, but it was exciting. It was one of those exciting games. It wasn't one of those boring games that it was high tempo, high octane football, and there were some very good players on display. So you take a look at the lineups here, guys. Leeds had to do some last minute switching around because players picked up injuries, and that seems like it's always happening these days to Leeds. I did say Leeds, right? Yeah, Leeds. So we saw Rafinha making his debut. He was brought in from Rennes. And I'm like, I just did a Champions League video, and I said Rafinha was at Rennes. I saw he moved to Leeds, but it was just like it happened so fast, and I was like, I didn't pay any attention to it really, and I never spoke about it on the channel. So I just forgot about it. But the thing is, I did the research, but he was on loan at Rennes, then he was brought in permanently and then sold on the same season. And I'm like, you got me. Transfer marked, you got me. I didn't really look further down to see that he left Rennes to come and play for Leeds. He would have gotten Champions League football, but maybe he's getting higher pay playing for Leeds. And he didn't look too bad running out. Pablo Hernandez came back. Ian Poveda, former Man City player, looked lively coming on there. And Leeds looked themselves, but they just couldn't break down Wolverhampton Wanderers, who I think still ain't really clicking just as yet, But this has been their best ever start to any Premier League season. They now have 3 wins and 2 losses this season, and that's their best ever start, which is weird, right? Because you characterize Wolves with, expansive stuff and just high-octane football under Nuno, and Before I forget, guys, I have some golden nuggets today, and they're coming back to me. Wolves played in I think that was their away kit, and their away kit looks like they're playing for Portugal. And I'm like, really, Wolves? Last year it was Mexico with the green, and then this year it's Portugal. Like, you gotta be like, are you kidding? Like, really, Wolves? We all know that you have a team full of Portuguese players, and then what you gonna go do? You're gonna go and actually, you know what? Let me pull that up for you guys. Wolverhampton Wanderers. Let me just pull that up, right? Away kit. I just want you guys to see the away kit, just to give you context to what I'm talking about. Away kit. Where is it? This. Really? Like, really, Wolves? Really? You know what I mean? Like, you kidding me? You know what I mean? Really? It's right there. You guys are seeing it right there over here in the corner. Really? You got to be kidding me. So, Portugal, the green and maroon. Portugal is the third kit. Yeah, third kit. Whatever it is, third, second, fifth kit. Portugal. You know, they just rubbing it in. They just oh, really? Oh, you like to talk about the Portuguese players in our team? Here you go. Just give them the whole Portuguese uniform already. You know, but it was a good game, though. Good game, good players on display, as I mentioned. Helder Costa coming up against his former team Wolves. Daniel Podence looking good. Adama Traore. Neves can't even start these days. Martial coming back from an injury there. Pedro Neto looks good. Let me mention that right now. You see this kid called Pedro Neto? Big things. Look out for big things from Pedro Neto. Even their most expensive signing ever, Fabio Silva, can't even get a start. He can't even get a run out, but he's only 18 years old, so it's quite fine. I don't think he would actually care. And I actually found out today that this guy, Max Kilman, was a futsal player. I'm like, what are you? I'm like, really? He was a futsal player. Crazy. Wolves, hell of a team. Nelson Semedo. I could understand why Nelson Semedo got sold. Barcelona sold. I could understand. He's just average. He's an average player. Definitely an average player. They paid. I think they overpaid. They got finessed. They overpaid. Seriously, they overpaid for him. But it was an okay game. Nothing too special about this match at all. Not much more to talk about. Seriously. But Leeds pick up their second loss of the season after losing to Liverpool. For a while, I was thinking that was their first loss, but it wasn't. Because it didn't really feel like a loss against Liverpool, in my opinion. It feel like you lost, but great job. You know what I'm saying? So these two teams, I think, would be, scrapping it out this season for around the 7th and 8th place positions. But we shall see. Jack Harrison, this guy actually met in person. He's a City player on loan at Leeds. He looks good. He looks really good. But does he have a future at Leeds? I don't know. Seriously. City, very weird kind of team in terms of the players they bring in. It's like they look down on the players from the championship, or they're like, oh, you can't play for us. Basically, that is how it is. That is how it is. But I would like to see City do some recruitment from within, you know what I'm saying, within the league system, and find these gems and get them for cheap. Maybe they won't be able to get them for cheap, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let us move on. Good win for Nuno and his team. Hard luck to Marcelo Bielsa and Leeds. Come again. Come better next time. That's all we can say. What are you guys saying in the chat right now? Hello to everybody up in here. Demo Dre, what up, bro? Demo Dre. You have Air Slayer, Holly Sportster 48. What's up, Murdoch? Wolves has 10. They have 10 Portuguese players. Them's too hard. What's up, man? Hello to everybody up in here. If I'm not giving you a shout out, Valens Lizinde, everybody up in here. Nipun Sharma, what's up? Who else we have in here right about now? Mustafa Khan. We have a lot of people up in here. Let's just say that. We have 38 people up in here, guys. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. I'm winging this by myself right now. After I'm done running through these fixtures, we could actually maybe bring on somebody and we have a little discussion. But I want to just run through these fixtures, man. Today's not the day I'm going to spend 3 hours and do this at all. I just want to get this thing, I want to get this through and just get to the point and just talk about the major things. I can't talk about everything. Sometimes I try to talk about everything, but I just can't talk about everything. So Leeds, they play Villa this Friday, and I'll be off this Friday. So what a game. What a game. I'll be watching that game. My wife will be at work. I'll have my son Liam, but I'll be watching this game. This will be a hell of a game. And if Villa continues to do what they're doing, if they continue to do what they're doing, it could be 5-5, and Leeds could suffer another loss. Their third of the season. So, Leeds, man, you got your hands full in the next match. Familiar foe from the championship. Remember, Villa recently came up, and all I have to say, Leeds, you got your hands full. I did not expect them to lose against Wolves, but they did at least a draw I expected. Wolves, on Sunday, they play Newcastle. The good thing for Wolves is that this season they don't have to worry about the Europa League. That's good. That would help them. That would help their stamina levels and everything. Maybe I'm saying it's good, but for them it's not, because everybody wants to play in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to play in Europe, but not everyone can play in Europe. Not everyone can sustain the intensity when they come back to play league football, because of the squad depth and all of that, and the quality and all of that. So those are the next two fixtures for these teams. Let us move on to the next game. So let's talk about Sheffield Fulham 1-1. We have quite a bit of draws this weekend. We saw the first 0-0 draw as well this season. I talked about it already. What was that? That was the West Brom Burnley game. And Sheffield Fulham. This was a very exciting game. It's simply because Fulham looks a different team. Fulham, they brought in quite a bit of players and they're looking a lot better. They probably deserve to win this game. Sheffield scored their first goal of the season, picked up their first points of the season, and I think this was Fulham's first points of the season too, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it was Fulham's first point. They're still 20th in the table, and at least they didn't concede a lot of goals. And another good thing before I move on for West Bromwich Albion and Burnley in that 0-0 draw, you could take positives out of that too. A clean sheet. And so for the Wolves game, clean sheets. That's very important. That's very important to mention as well. Guys, don't forget to like the video. Okay? Please like it. I am begging you. I am absolutely begging you to like this video right now. Don't delay. And if you have a friend that loves football, tell him that I'm streaming right now. Just tell him that I'm streaming and that they should come on to watch your boy talk about the Premier League match week 5. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next game. As I said, next game, let's go. Sheffield 1, Fulham 1. All right, so in this game, we had goals from Ademola Lookman and Billy Sharp. 2 late goals. We also had a penalty miss from Alexander Mitrovic. Like Mitrovic had a stinker of it. His game was rotten. Carcass. It was a horrible game. The man couldn't do anything right. He had some good balls sent in, and those are like perfect for Mitrovic. On a silver, golden platter, bam, to head in, and he put them wide. He was the one who committed the foul for the penalty as well for Sheffield to come back into the game. Billy Sharp, club captain, coming off the bench, club legend, puts it in the back of the net. Pass. The man, what's his name there again? What's his name? Damn. Areola, who has, I don't know, man. Areola, you're getting exposed big time in the Premier League. But that goal from Ademola, look, man. Look, man. Listen, that was a good goal. The man is still full. I remember seeing him at Everton a couple of seasons ago, and he was never given the chance he deserved. He went out on loan. I think he went out on a few loan stints. Didn't quite work out for him at Leipzig. And Leipzig actually bought him from Everton. And now he is back at Fulham on loan from RB Leipzig. And here's my man of the match, though. He was good. Aaron Ramsdale had a busy day, too. Had to pull off a few big saves in this game. It was a well-fought match. And both teams picked up a point each. It was nice. Look, when I told you guys that Fulham looked better, Loftus Cheek, man. Lots of cheek in the midfield, man. He just commanding things. He looked good. Kenny and Zambo Anguissa both looked good in this game. They made one sub. Scott Parker, one sub. And you could see the look on Scott Parker's face when Mitrovic missed that penalty. He was like, oh, my God. What is going on? But one sub, though. Ooh. Yeah, but you could call it game management. Let's call it game management, okay? But I would like to see more of Bobby Decordova-Reid, man. Stop persisting with this, Ivan. Listen, Ivan Cavallero is overrated. Reid, if you had Bobby Reid on the field to sniff out these balls, that's what he does very, very well. He sniffs out these loose balls. He gets himself in dangerous positions. Play Bobby Reid and stop persisting with Ivan Cavallero, man. Come on, man. Seriously. For real. Neeskens Kibano, he's a live wire as well. They're missing a player. They're missing, what's his name? They're missing a very creative player. I can't remember his name right now, but he's a young midfielder. I can't remember his name right now, but he wasn't even in the on the team sheet. But guys, have you noticed something? Let me tell you guys. Have you noticed something? Sheffield United, the game that they did not start, the match that they didn't start Oliver Burke, they didn't lose. And Burke was on the bench. You see? Told you guys, whenever he starts, you lose. Ryan Brewster made his Sheffield United debut. Didn't have a damn thing to do. I told you guys, Liverpool finessed the hell out of Sheffield United. I think they paid way too much money for him. They should have tried to get him on loan. But I think what happened is Liverpool says, nah, if you want him, you got to buy him. If you want him, you got to buy him. Okay? And that's what I think happened. 26 million. I think that's a club record. Ryan Brewster, you're going to be feeding on scraps this season. Max Lowe, young left back that they brought in, along with another left back. Can't remember if they had another left back. They brought in two of them from the championship. This guy got injured early in the game. I missed that, though. I didn't see that. When I catch the game, very early he got injured, though, as you can see right here. Where is it? He got injured very, very early. Max Lowe injury in the 19th minute. Yep, I missed that. The game was like half hour in when I caught it. And it was an okay game. Not the most exciting. I really enjoyed watching Lookman do his thing. But it was all right. Adebarayo, man, former Man City youngster, 23-year-old, bought by Fulham. He had a good game. Shout outs to the young man. Pep Guardiola didn't believe in him, and he left. Another young player who left City, Ola Aina. He was okay. He didn't have the best of games. Anthony Robinson, I think this is his debut. he looks okay. He was linked with a move to AC Milan. It didn't happen. He failed his medical, and he is now at Fulham. I think he needs time to settle, but Fulham does look a better unit. Sheffield, struggling big time this season so far. Picked up their first points. Guys, what are your thoughts on this game, man? What are your thoughts on this game? But look, let us move on. So for these teams, Sheffield, the next match day, they will play Liverpool. Now it's not a bad time to play Liverpool, you know. Now it's not a bad time to pick up your first win of the season, you know, Sheffield. Seriously, guys, I'm not even BSing here. This is a good time to catch Liverpool. This is the best time to play Liverpool. But it's going to be at Anfield, so we all know. Could Sheffield stop their unbeaten streak at Anfield? Let's see. Let us see. But for Fulham, they play Palace. This will be a London derby, and it's going to be a good one. This is a winnable game. Anytime you play Palace, it's winnable. Palace is just one of those teams that's beatable. So Fulham will look to pick up their first 3 points of the season. Let us move on. We're moving along pretty well here. I'm very satisfied with the movement we're making right now. Crystal Palace. Wait. I did mention the signings and things. I did mention the little signings here and there that just happened over the last week. If I missed it, I missed it. But look, Palace won, Brighton, Hove, and Albion won. These two teams, before I get into this game, these two teams did make a few signings that some of you guys might not have, caught. And one to mention for sure, Brighton, Hove, and Albion, they signed Danny Welbeck, who was a free agent. He left Watford, and they signed up Welbeck. Let's check the list right here. Danny Welbeck, forward, brought in without a club, and Danny Welbeck to Brighton on a free. 29 years old, former Manchester United, former Arsenal player, former Watford player, relegated with Watford after scoring some screamers too, and he now joins up with Brighton. Talk about fall from grace, man. Talk about fall from grace. Danny Welbeck. But it's good to see he's back on track, though. They also brought in Andy Zekiri, Swiss man, Kosovo background. That's another signing they made. Adam Lallana, Brighton, of course, you know that. Max Sanders, Jason Malumbi from the U team, Joel Veltman. Ben White came back from Leeds. Robert Sanchez from the U team, and Christian Wong returned from a loan spell at Blackburn. So those are the only signings they made. Brighton looking very good this season, but very, very unlucky. Very, very unlucky. But they were lucky to pick up a point from this game. They were lucky. At least they didn't lose. It was a late goal. It was a good goal from Alexis McAllister, the Argentinian. But better late than never. Set up by Connolly. I think both players came off the bench. Yep. One for Lallana, one for Trossard, who both tried very hard in the game, but was unable to pierce the very gritty makeshift defense of Crystal Palace. And in this game, saw Lewis Dunk getting sent off. This was actually a derby. This is not like one of those official derbies, but this is a derby where historically both teams just don't like each other, and it was a feisty 1-1 affair. Tyrick Mitchell and Tariq Lamptey got into a little thing too. It was hot. It was a hot game. And that Lewis Dunk tackle, that was not even a tackle like for the ball. That was just like, I'm swiping out everybody in the defense here right about, in their defense here right about now. It was just a weird game. Michy Batshuayi was pulled down in the box for that Zaha goal, the penalty. But I don't know how the referee saw Tariq Lamptey pulling down Batshuayi, but I think there was some simulation in that foul. And Batshuayi went down a bit too easy. But in the end, justice prevailed. See that? They had 5 yellow cards and a red card in this game. It was a feisty affair. We saw Christian Benteke coming off the bench. Goddamn, he has not scored in a long time, and the former Liverpool man has definitely fallen from grace as well. Luka Milivojevic can't get a start. Michy Batshuayi started his first game back on loan at Crystal Palace, the Crystal Ship Palace. But oh man, it was one of those games that, again, who's gonna tune into a Palace Brighton game? Really, not a lot of people. Think about not a lot of people. Rita Wall got a rare start. The former Ajax man who was quite impressive while he was at Ajax. Bam, he got a start. I like that. Definitely like that. And there ain't much more to talk about in this game, really. Steven Alzate didn't start. He looked good in the last couple of games. That's a surprise. But Graham Potter and Roy Hodgson would both be happy with a point. Another notable signing before I forgot to mention this one. Nathaniel Klein, the former Liverpool man, was signed up by Crystal Palace, and the new man, Eberechi Eze, was dropped to the bench. Patrick Van Aanholt, coming back from a serious injury, was on the bench as well. Nice to see. So let us move on, man. This game wasn't this is not the creme de la creme game. It ain't. Definitely ain't. And there's a rumor here, Tom Davies to Southampton. Not bad. Not bad. In January, maybe, on loan, permanently, who knows? Not getting a lot of opportunities under Carlo Ancelotti at all. So for Crystal Palace and Brighton, their next games, I did mention this already, but their next games will be against Palace against Fulham and Brighton against West Bromwich Albion, where both games could end any which way. So how are you guys doing in the chat right about now? We got Dilda, Alikel, Murdoch, Johnny Walker with the slick comments all the time. 8744. We have Jordan Hyman with the slick comments all the time. We got 80 Boot up in here. 80 Boot and Murdoch, both Aston Villa fans. You guys must be happy as hell. Fritz Elvatiste, what's up? Hello to everybody watching the live stream right about now. Make sure you hit the like button. We have 50 plus people in here, and we got under 50 likes. Why? Could somebody please explain to me why we have under 50 likes? Come on, man. You guys could do better than that. You could do better than that. Seriously. But in terms of the table, I know I'm not really mentioning the table too much, but it's only 5 games in, guys. Let's not get carried away with the table too much, though. Let's not get carried away with the table. Please. Come on. It's only 5 games. Look, Man United are in 15th. We're not going to get too carried away with that. Maybe at 10 games, we could get a little carried away. But look, City are like 11th. We ain't gonna, nah, man, let's not get, look, Everton are first, Villa second. We're not gonna get carried away with this table. We're not. So if I fail to mention the league standing of the team, pardon me, but right about now, it ain't even important. What's important right now is getting results early to get off to a good start. You don't want to play catch-up at all. You do not want to play catch-up like West Ham last season. You don't want to play catch-up like Villa last season. And by the way, both those teams are looking good. You know, you don't want to be fighting for survival like a Brighton. You know what I'm saying? You want to get your points early. You know what I mean? And you know, look, listen. You know who keep picking up points? West Ham United. West Ham United. West Ham, and I saying ham. I love ham, by the way. When you fry up that ham, fry it up and you make a sandwich. Yum. Yum. But for those of you guys who don't eat pork, sorry to give you that mental picture. But look, Tottenham Hotspur versus West Ham United, guys. What a game. What a game. You know what I'm saying? This is what we watch football for, guys. You know what? Before I get into this one, let me just take a sip of my water, man. Look, we got Pyro Forever in here, Sheffield United fan. What's up, Pyro? Michael Olapido, what up? What up? We got my boy Demo Dre up in here, man, taking the time out after a busy work day, I assume. New York City work, the Demo. Let me just drink some water before I talk about this, because this game was fiery and I need some water for this one, okay? Pardon me. Refreshing. Anyways, let's go. Tottenham 3 in 16 minutes. West Ham 3 in about 8 minutes. What a game. West Ham deserved the 3 points because they scored their 3 goals quicker. What if it worked? What if it was like that? Think about it. What if that's how it works? Actually, it was 90 plus 4. So they scored theirs. Wait. Oh, yeah. They scored theirs in 12 minutes. So it was 12 minutes. 12. They said 8 minutes because it's from 82 to 90, but you got to count the extra time. So West Ham scored theirs in 12 minutes. Tottenham scored theirs in 16. So West Ham are the winners. Congratulations to the Hammers. Congrats to the Hammers, man. Teams in claret and blue, not Burnley, talking about Villa and West Ham, are doing well. They're doing very well this season. So if you are going through a bit of a hard time, a little bad luck streak, guys, buy yourself a West Ham or a Villa jersey. Things might just start going well for you, okay? But in this game, Heung-min Son and Harry Kane. Wait. Too hot. I need more water. My voice is already like disappearing. Need more water. Clear my throat a bit. Harry Kane and Heung-min Son again linking up. Harry Kane with his 7th assist. And then he came and scored. Linked up with Son again. This is crazy. The dynamic duo Starksky and Hutch. Oh my God, man. Look. What a freaking game. What a game. You know what I mean? Simon and Garfunkel. You know, what a game. The dynamic duo. I'm telling you, man. Puff Daddy and Mace. Look, Heung-min Son, Harry Kane. Good goal. Bam. I'm like, damn, that was early. Hey, Kane. Hooked up by Son. I'm like, okay, what am I seeing here? 8 minutes. And then Sergio Reguilon. I always spoke about the fact that Spurs had no left backs because Davies is just there to make up numbers, though. Seriously, he ain't no left back because Sergio Reguilon is a marauding left back, just gracefully running up and down the left flank. This kid is amazing. This kid was basically responsible for knocking Marcelo off his throne at the left back position, like overall in the world. This kid, I think it was Julian Lopetegui, was just in love with this kid and didn't play Marcelo, and then Marcelo hasn't been the same since. Then there came a guy by the name of Ferland Mendy, and where's Marcelo? Sergio Reguilon is the man responsible for this. I don't know if you guys even realize that. But Reguilon with a wicked crossing, Harry Kane with the header. Kane did strike the post and get a few shots, you know, wide later in the game, and those are from his left foot, I think. Could have been a perfect hat-trick for Kane, but he picked up his 5th goal of the season along with 7 assists, and no player in the first 5 Premier League matches has been in more goal involvements than Harry Kane. So that is a record. The game meandered on. Spurs in the lead, 16 minutes. I'm saying to myself, are we going to see a 9 or an 8-0 or something like that today, or even a 10? Seriously. Mourinho happy. And I'm like, okay, this does it. That does it for Mourinho, right? And then, you know, In the build-up of the game, guys, there was this talk that Gareth Bale was going to start or he was going to play his first minutes for Tottenham. Gareth Bale this, Gareth Bale that. Oh, my God, my ship is sinking. Bail out the water. Please, bail out the water. Listen, get a bale of hay and feed the cattle, for God. Bail. Look, there's a fire. Just bail. Look, bail. This guy owed me some money. I saw him and he just bailed. You know what I mean? Gareth Bale came on in the 72nd minute, and that is where things just went downhill for Tottenham. I don't know if the players were like, oh my God, Bale is actually here, and forgot about what was going on. But from 72nd minute to the 94th minute, it was all West Ham United. Bale did get a chance to score, though. He did get a chance to score, though, but he missed it. He missed it. What should have been a routine strike after dancing around, you know, like a ballerina through West Ham's defense, he missed it. And I'm like, oh, God, that would have been such an emphatic return to Tottenham after spending, I think he spent 6 years there first. From 7 to 13, and then he went to Real Madrid. And look, Bale. And maybe the Bale thing was a distraction for Tottenham Hotspur. Hear this gem right now. Guys, like the video, please. We have 70 plus people in here. Let's get this to 50 thumbs up. I got this gem. Maybe when Mourinho brought Bale on, it was a little too overconfident. Knowing Mourinho, guys, when he has 3 goals, kill the game off. What do you need to score more for? This is not a two-legged affair where you got to go away and then you're going to give yourself, you know, advantage in a tie. Kill the game off, Mourinho. Why are you bringing on Bale? Why are you bringing him on? If you wanted to bring him on, you should have brought him on at halftime because you were already 3-0 up. At that point in the game, Mourinho, he didn't think. Because if you check the lineup here, check the lineup. Matt Doherty is on the bench. Ben Davies is on the bench. These are defensive players. Harry Winks did come on. And Harry Winks, look, Harry Winks came on at 73 minutes. So he came on before there was even a goal scored. Look, Moura came on. Why are you bringing on Moura? Why are you bringing on Lucas Moura? Why? You trying to make people happy or something? You bring on a defender. You bring on Doherty. Play him out of position if you have to, but just bring him on. No, he didn't. He didn't. Okay? Okay, you not doing that. What did David Moyes did, who actually, where West Ham won their last 2 games, while he was at home quarantining or isolating, self-isolating. Maybe he wasn't even by himself. But look, it doesn't matter. I was saying to myself, why the hell did David Moyes come back? He should have stayed where he was. But David Moyes said, listen, man, I'm back, and I'm back for a reason. Listen, bro, Lanzini, warm up, come on. Fornals, come off. Okay, you tried. Antonio, I know you do a lot for the club, but come off. Yo, Yarmolenko. He actually said his name and said it properly and pronounced it in proper Ukraine and everything. Ukrainian. Yarmolenko. Andre Yarmolenko. Come on, bro. Come on. Yo, Masuaku. You don't listen. We got 2 goals right now. We're coming back. Come off. Snodgrass. I know you're not happy, but come on here, Snodgrass. His changes made a difference. Lanzini. Oh man. Look, I'm jumping the gun. Look, Balbuena with that header. Cresswell. I always like this guy, Cresswell. Quality left back. Shout outs to Aaron Cresswell. Quality left back there. Plays for West Ham United. Balbuena. I always say Valbuena, but it's for a BB. Valbuena. He headed it in. Comeback trail, 3-1. Tottenham still comfortable, you know. What you do at this time, put everybody behind the ball. Everybody defend. Forget about going forward. Just defend. But nah. Davinson Sanchez, own goal. And I know a lot of people were probably saying, and I heard the commentators saying, oh, Davinson Sanchez this. Listen, it doesn't matter what Davinson Sanchez did. He did the right thing. Because if he didn't get ahead on that, there was I think that was Jared Bowen right there waiting to put it in. Jared Bowen was right there to put it in past Lloris. And then the goal of the season so far. Goal of the season so far. It was a free kick. Went in the box. Silly free kick again. What if that free kick was never given away? I can't even remember who gave it away. But bam, 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 wall ricocheted. Bad clearance by a Spurs player. Landed nicely to Lanzini. And then boom. What a goal. Lloris with a touch. Onto the crossbar. In the back of the net. Tottenham, how are you going to give up a 3-0 lead? That is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. You can't give up a 3. It just can't. You just can't. You can't do what West Brom did the other day. And this happened. This almost happened last season. Mourinho's first, I think it was his first game for Spurs. He won 3-2 against West Ham and they were 3-0 up. Almost dropped points. Great game, West Ham United, man. Shout outs to West Ham. Shout outs to the Hammers. They did great. Seriously. Team looking good. Shusek, Kufal, the Czech Republicans offering quality and grit in the team there. The old guard, Agbana. I said Agbana was too slow, but he's doing a good job. Declan Rice, quality player, big future. Big future. Jared Bowen, quality signing, man. But look, man, Spurs, horrible game. Horrible. And David Moyes with his celebrations, awesome. It shows how big that draw was. That was a classic. There was a classic game. I wish Ryan was here today for me to tell him how world-class Heung-Min Son was, but he ain't here. Ndombele has regained the trust of Mourinho. He's playing well. Højbjerg, all these guys are playing well, but they didn't manage the game well. Mourinho needs a defender. They did. Matter of fact, whatever. They brought in a guy by the name of Rodon from Swansea City. Like, I don't know how much sense that one makes, but I think they paid, I don't know the player. Maybe I'm jumping the gun, but 12 million. Listen, there's hungry children in the world. There's a lot of hungry children in the world. There's Dominic here who needs some help to pay some bills. I have a lot of debt. Give me some of the money, man. Just give me 100 grand out of that 12 million, man. It's nothing. And you're basically wasting money on players you're not gonna use. Seriously. For West Ham United, though, they did manage to bring in Saeed Ben Rama on loan, 5 million plus loan, and that's a great signing. West Ham means business, man. Listen. This one was a fun one, and I enjoy analyzing the hell out of it as well. I bet there's a lot more things I could say. There's a lot more things that I did not actually mention. Look, this is crazy too. There was 5 yellow cards all given to West Ham United players. This was crazy, but what a game. What a game that was. We're going to move on. We have a lot more games to talk about. We are going to move on. So for Hammers, look, you got your work cut out for you this weekend. Look, you play City. Whoa. This is not a good time to play West Ham at all, but it just might be the right time to play West Ham. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But look here. This is going to be a good game too. It's going to be a good game. For Tottenham, we mentioned they're going to play Burnley. They should win this game, but it's going to be a Turf Moor. This team is tough to play at Turf Moor, but Spurs should win that game. We'll be back at the end of the week to make predictions. I don't know if Ryan will be available, but if you're late, Ryan couldn't make it today. There was a death in his family back in Jamaica. One of his relatives, someone, he say, grow him, passed away. So he's been touched by that. So condolences go out to Ryan's family member there. I don't want to give out his business too much, but I know there's people in here who's probably wondering where the hell he is. But he can't make it. And it's quite unfortunate too. It's not good. It's a series of unfortunate events for Ryan, because what happened over the weekend with Liverpool, and then this, it's really hard to deal with. To be honest, he's really shaken up by the whole series of events, to be honest. And our prayers go out to Ryan and his family. So, but he's okay though. He's okay physically and everything. You know, he is okay. But, you know, he's just going through some stuff right now. And let's move on to the next game. So we went through the Leeds, Wolves, Brom. Okay, perfect game to talk about. Leicester 0, Aston Villa 1. Guys, a Villa, the real deal this season. A lot of people are already starting to say that Villa could actually do a Leicester for the 15-16 season. Could this happen? Could it happen? You know, look, 4-4, right? 4-4. 4-4. Guys, Villa are second in the table. Villa are currently second in the table. Villa are second in the table. Unbeaten in 4. Is this the team? Is this the matter of fact, you know what? Villa showed us what they're capable of doing last season, at the end of last season, where they were winning a lot of games. And you know what Dean Smith said? He's approaching every game like it's a cup final. That's his mentality right now. Backroom staff with I think Craig Shakespeare, the former Leicester City manager, works there too, and John Terry. I might be mistaken with the Craig Shakespeare thing, but I think I just let's check. Let's check. Let's see if Craig Shakespeare is there. So the staff is right here. It's Dean Smith, John Terry, Richard O'Kelly, Craig Shakespeare. I told you. I listen when I'm watching these games, you know. I listen, and, you know, Neil Cutler, shout outs to the backroom staff, Jim Hendry, Ian Storymore, John Lange, he's from Denmark. You have Tony Andrew, Scottish. You got Roddy McDonald. You got Mark Waller. And you got Stuart Walker. So shout outs to all those guys, man. They're doing a great job over there. Ollie Watkins, new signing. Bertrand Traore, new signing. Ross Barkley brought in from Chelsea with the wonder strike to win the game late. Awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. Barkley actually redeeming himself after missing like 15 against Liverpool. Matty Cash, what a signing. Let me just say that. Don't need to elaborate. What a signing. El Mohammadi, you won't be playing a lot this season once Matty Cash is fit. Trust me on that one. Trust me. Emiliano Martinez, I'm still going to say one of the best signings of the summer. Clean sheet. Clean sheet. Clean sheet against Leicester City. Look, Aston Villa, their last 4 games. Hear this. 1-0 against Leicester. 7-2 against Liverpool. I don't mean to remind nobody of that one. Then, they did lose to Stoke in the cup, but that's the cup. 3-0 against Fulham. That's a clean sheet, you know. 1-0 against Sheffield. That's another clean sheet. So, look, these guys haven't been conceding a lot of goals. Look, Villa, it could be their season. It could be their season. That's all I'm going to say right now. It could be their season. But they did some good business. Guys, you know, when you're up, you don't want to go back down. You don't want to go in the championship. And that applies to Leeds United as well. If you haven't been in the Premier League for 16 years, when you get there, trust me, you're going to spend. Leeds probably had a big-ass piggy bank and took a sledgehammer and broke it and said, listen, splash the cash. You know what I'm saying? Splash the cash because we ain't going back down. And they're looking good. They're looking good, man, you know. Sorry, Tom Heaton, but you won't be playing much with Emi Martinez in the goal. Shout outs to the man, Tyrone Mings, man. The man is Bajan too, you know. Bajan, English, Tyrone Mings. What a beast, man. Courtney House, Matt Target, and all them guys, man. What a game. What a game. This was a good game. Hard-fought game. But for Leicester, look, they didn't have Jamie Vardy. Madison didn't start as well. And look, Soyuncu, not available as well. You know, so Ricardo Pereira. But let's not make any excuses with injuries here. We're not going to be making no excuses about injuries because when last season I was saying Laporte is injured, guys. When I was saying Sane is injured, guys. Oh, God, De Bruyne injured again. What are we going to do? You know what people told me to do? They told me to shut the hell up and carry on with life because the team is deep and the squad is deep and City paid this amount of money. Okay, I dealt with it. I got it. I got second. Bam. Leicester, they beat City 5-0. 5-2, I mean. Pardon me. What happened after that? They got smashed by West Ham United, and now you get beaten by Villa. Humble yourself. I always say you have to approach this thing very in a humble manner. And that's why whenever I'm doing previews for the City games, if I feel like we're gonna lose, I'm gonna let you know. Oh man, I don't feel good. I don't feel good about this game, but I think we just might scrape it. You know, if we scrape it, if we win, we just got lucky. And that's why I always tell Ryan, when you're making predictions, stop predicting you guys Liverpool to win everything because you're gonna set yourself up for disappointment. You gotta humble. So if you win, you know, for example, if you take my approach, if you win, great. If you lose, I said so. I told you I was never confident. See, that's the approach you got to take sometimes. But guys, make sure you like the video if you're watching this right about now. Let's get to 50 thumbs. Let's get this thing to 100 thumbs up, man. Let's get it to 100 thumbs up. But it was a very, very scrappy affair. Not a lot of chances created by both teams. But Villa, I think they didn't, you know, Grealish, he was on the ball a lot. But he wasn't slick enough. He's slick, but I think he too many touches. You know, pass the ball, move it faster, get the play built up, release, shoot. Not enough. Watkins didn't have enough shots at goal, in my opinion. Bam, they did get the goal late in the end there. And you saw Barkley, he wasn't playing around. He saw the opening, and we know what he is capable of. He's capable of the spectacular. And Chelsea might actually regret letting go guys like Barkley and Loftus-Cheek and, you know, not keeping them in the squad. I know the players aren't happy to be sitting around not getting minutes, but you have to give these guys, you got to believe in the players. And look at how Barkley's playing free right now. Shout outs to the man Douglas Luiz playing for Brazil right now as well. But Grealish, man, what a player. This guy is a hell of a freaking player, man. He is a hell of a player. Damn. And I haven't seen Anwar El Ghazi in a minute, though. Seriously. He came up with a few big goals. And Marvelous Nakamba can't get a game to save his life these days, you know. So shout outs to all those guys. Seriously. Shout outs to all the guys there. But guys, like the video, get it to 50 thumbs up. Leicester City, they line up here. Kelechi Iheanacho getting a rare start. Man City did a proper finesse job on Leicester with Iheanacho, with that Iheanacho deal. Took the money later on and actually bought Riyad Mahrez. Crazy, right? You know, it was basically a swap plus cash for Mahrez later because, look, you all know the City group has money. You all know they got money. So the Mahrez was basically, you know, the Iheanacho money right there. Seriously, you know what I mean. But they look really, really short. They look inept without Jamie Vardy because the thing is, you play with Jamie Vardy for such a long time, and when he's not available, you have to change your system, and then it affects the way everybody plays. Does that make sense to you? You can't send the balls up long anymore for Jamie Vardy to speed behind like Roadrunner and put them in the back of the net. Iheanacho ain't going to do that. Even though he gets on, you know, on the end of those kind of balls, he ain't going to finish them. Seriously. He don't even know how to finish his freaking breakfast, you know? So, look, that's another finesse job. Harvey Barnes tried. He just got, you know, made his international debut for England. He looks like a proper player. He got a lot of developing to do. The Belgian brigade of Castagna, Tillemans, and Pratt came up short, even though Tillemans did get a good shot off at Emi Martinez, who was solid in goal again. And Ayoze Perez is not doing anything. He needs to step up and get some goals. Shout outs to Justin, really good young left back there. plays for the England under 21 team. Wesley Fofana made his debut as well. The man is only 19 years old. He made his debut for Leicester. They paid big money for him too. Kasper Schmeichel. Yo, it's going to be a rough season, Schmeichel. And you know what makes matters worse for Brendan Rodgers and Leicester? They are playing Europa League. Remember that, guys. They're playing Europa League, and it's going to be tough. You play Europa League, and then you have to come back to play Premier. It's going to be a rough season for Leicester City. Islam Slimani made a rare appearance off the bench as well. And that's the thing I'm saying. You have Slimani coming off the bench. I used to like him when he was at Sporting, by the way. He used to score a lot of goals. But look, Slimani, you have to change the way you play when you have these guys in the team. And, you know, that explains it. But good win again for Aston Villa. And they continue to be very, very impressive this season after struggling last season, basically. But look, how do you improve things? Throw money at it. Throw money at it. If you have the money, throw the money at it. Listen, throw the money. Don't be ashamed to throw the money at it. And the other thing, when you talk about throwing money at things, right? Look, when you talk about throwing money at things, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that. But Villa play Leeds next. And Leicester, they play Arsenal. That's a big game. Arsenal at home is going to be hard to beat. That's a big game. That's a good one to watch. That's a really, really good game. Let me get back to throwing money at things again. I don't have any money right now to throw, but let's get back to throwing money at things. If you have the money, throw it. To improve the quality of life, to improve the quality of things. Seriously. City are always criticized for throwing money at it, right? How much you spend on defenders? 400 mil. Here we go again. Ruben Diaz, 68 million euros. Here we go again. Nathan Ake, 45 million. Here we go again. We paid how much for Mangala, who was a flop? Here we go again. John Stones, basically a flop now. Here we go again. Mendy, basically a flop. Here we go again. João Cancelo, about what, $70-something million, and he hardly plays. City criticized for throwing money at it when everybody else does it. And you know who's going to need to throw some money at it right now? Listen, Liverpool would need to throw money at their defense right now, or else we would be having we'll be having some crazy conversations for the remainder of the season. Let's talk about the Merseyside derby right now. Let's talk about it. Everton 2, Liverpool 2. It was a weird game, and I'm going to say right off the bat that Liverpool did deserve to win the game. But Everton, I don't know where they got the luck from. And Carlo Ancelotti said, I don't care, man. Ancelotti basically said, I don't care about that. It's not my thing to criticize. I'm just happy with the result. 2-2. Woo, phew, I got lucky. They got lucky. Everton did get lucky. Everton didn't show. Listen, the Everton we saw for the first 4 matches where they won did not show up. Liverpool were just a class better than Everton on the day, but it was just a series of unfortunate events and decisions against Liverpool. Cost them 2 points, cost them their best player in Van Dijk, and it could cost them the title attack. Not the title defense, but the title attack. Everton 2, Liverpool 2. I saw this game, helter-skelter, frantic stuff, action from start to finish, and 1 red card, should have been 2. 5 yellow cards shown for the starting players. 5 yellow cards shown. Look, we didn't even get to see Fabian Delph play. Look, Adrian didn't even make any mistakes. Look, maybe he is not that bad. You know what I mean? So look, he could have saved the header from Michael Keane, but he wasn't that bad in the game. Look, Richarlison almost broke Thiago's leg. Look here. It was a hell of a game. But look, Look. Sadio Mane, 3 minutes in, I'm like, oh my God. Liverpool bouncing back after the 7-2 loss against Villa. And I don't mean to remind you guys, Liverpool fans watching this, about the 7-2 loss, but bam, I'm like, whoa, Sadio Mane doing the damn thing. His name is Sadio, but he makes the Liverpool fans so happy. Yo, I'm like, bang, goal. Robertson with the good square. I'm like, okay. Liverpool doing their thing. And then 16 minutes later, I'm like, okay now. So Everton are really not going to lie down and take this one. You know what I mean? Bam, 1-1. The Van Dijk injury came in 11 minutes though. So I'm going a little too far ahead of the timeline here. But Joe Gomez dropped, came on for Van Dijk after Pickford swiped him out. A little too aggressive there, Pickford. And David Coote, the VAR referee on that day, didn't do his job properly. Also, you could blame Michael Oliver. Didn't do their jobs properly, because what they should have done, they should have said, listen, this is a serious matter here. I know it's actually a flag raise for offside, but wait, just slow things down. Guys, you guys are way too hyped up right now. Just slow things down. And you know what? Sometimes in the heat of the moment, players rushing the referee, they protesting and all, that could throw off the referee too. That could actually throw the referee off his game if he isn't calm enough. Because if the referee stay switched on and say, wait, let's just take a look at this. Maybe I should look at the monitor. You think I should go look at the monitor? David could say, you know what, Mike, go look at the monitor. Maybe it would have been a different outcome here, but it happened too fast. You know what I mean? Oh, it's offside. Van Dijk fouled. And at first, it didn't look so serious, It didn't look so serious at first, but that's why no yellow card was shown. That's why nothing. They were checking to see if it was offside. Maybe if and I could swear when they showed back the replay, Virgil Van Dijk was onside. I could swear he was onside. It's weird. It was a weird one. Maybe he was onside, maybe he wasn't, but that wasn't the outcome. It was deemed to be offside. Okay, so the fact that it wasn't onside, because if it was onside, the referee would have said, okay, now that it's onside, let me take a look to see if this was a clean tackle or not. Then a penalty would have been given and maybe a red or yellow card, depending on if the referee want to do a double whammy here and give him a red plus a penalty. One of Everton's outfield players would have been off, and maybe I think it's Olsen was on the bench. Was it Robin Olsen, one of the new player? Let me see if he was on. Yes, Robin Olsen, Swedish goalkeeper, brought in from Roma. He would have been on the field and not Pickford, and it could have been a different game because Pickford he pulled off from some big saves in this game, but it should have been approached differently. It's weird because if you say, listen to me, if you say it's an offside, so you can't really look at the incident and give a card for that, it means that if the referee blow after a foul, another player could go up and slap another player without consequence, or kick him in the face or something without consequence, right? Think about it. Or were they using the logic that this happened before a whistle was blown or what? I don't even know. It had to happen. The flag had to go up as soon as Virgil van Dijk was actually offside, deemed offside. You get what I'm saying? So it should have been looked into. Bottom line, it should have been looked into, and it wasn't looked into, and it changed the game. It really changed the game. Added with the, when you add to the fact that Roberto Firmino does not score, it changed the game. I just wanted to throw that one in there too, because if he was scoring, maybe Liverpool could have just outscored Everton on the day and don't have to worry about their defense too much. But you have Matip and you have Gomez back there. It ain't gonna be easy because look, it was after Van Dijk went off Everton, they got 2 goals in the game. Think about it. So all the Liverpool fans who are telling me right now, if the Liverpool fans, and I'm talking to all of y'all in here right now who are Liverpool fans, if you're telling me right now that you are comfortable with Matip and Joe Gomez, look, if you tell me that you are comfortable with the average Joes, they're not that average, but I'm just putting that in to embellish this whole thing right now, because Joel and Joe, if you're happy with these 2 Joes in your freaking defense, you are lying. You're lying to me right now. Stop. Listen, back in that movie from the 1990s called Mark for Death, Steven Seagal, and there was a guy in there named Screwface, and he said, stop. He said to the girl, I think the girl, what was the girl name? I think the girl name, I can't remember her name. But he told the girl, he said, stop the blood clot crying. Liverpool fans, stop the blood clot lying, okay? Because you're lying. If you tell me you are comfortable with Gomez and Matip, or even Fabinho at the back, because if you have Fabinho not playing in the defensive midfield and you have him in thing, that means someone else has to slot in there and you're going to have problems. Look, if you don't have no problems with Van Dijk not being able to play for the remainder of the season, maybe he'll come back in May to play the last couple of games or something, you're lying. Seriously. You are lying. You see, Demo Drake, stop underestimating Matip. You see what I'm talking about? No one is underestimating anybody. No one is underestimating anybody. I'm speaking facts here. You see? Look again here. Look again. You see? I ain't making this and I didn't even look at the stream. I didn't look at the stream. Look. We were robbed. Yes, you were robbed. But everyone gets robbed. Every team gets robbed. Every team. You guys deserve to win the game, but now you know how it feels. Now you know how it feels. And I'm not saying this to be vindictive or anything. Now you know how it feels. The Premier League, poor. The refereeing, poor. Piss poor. Seriously. It's poor. It needs to be improved. Listen, the quality of refereeing in the Premier League is simply poor. And it has to improve. Seriously. Maybe they need to bring in the best referee. Listen, just sign a contract with the best referee from Africa, the best referee from Asia, South America. Just bring them in to improve the quality of refereeing, because the referees in the Premier League fucking sucks. They suck. Seriously. They suck. They suck. It's happening too often, man. Seriously. It's happening too often. They need to outsource the refereeing. Outsource it. Outsource it, man. Outsource it. It might actually be cheaper and it might actually be better. Outsource it. Outsource it. So, look, where are we at? Where are we at in the game right now? Van Dijk injured. Michael Keane equalizing. James Rodriguez with the corner. Exquisite stuff from James, strutting his stuff again. Another assist, 3 for the season. Keane header, 2nd for the season. It's 1-1. If we go into halftime, still 1-1. Then, Salah, he scores. Horrible ball. Horrible clearance by Yerry Mina. Jerry Mina, you made me look bad. I put you in the combine 11 and you're going to do something. I should have put Michael Keane. I should have put Mike, because you made me look bad. Coleman had to go off as well. Coleman, look, bam, he had to go off 31st minute. Ben Godfrey, their new signing, came on, played right back. He wasn't too good. Let's just say that. Maybe, look. Maybe, give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. I got a call from my daughter. 1 second. All right, back family affair. Sorry about that, guys. And for those for the people who actually left while I was on the call, shame on you. Shame on you. That's my daughter calling me. It could have been an emergency, but it wasn't. She just called to say they're gonna, be coming to New York this coming weekend. And I had to take the call, man. When your daughter's calling, you don't ignore. But where was I? Where was I? Let's get back to this game, man. This is a serious game. Serious game. Look, Ben Godfrey, I said he wasn't too good. Sigurdsson, Iwobi came on. Iwobi did look lively when he came on, though. Did look lively. But, props to Everton still for keeping Liverpool to 2 goals, if you really think about it. Liverpool were hard done. 2 goals still. And VAR for keeping Liverpool to 2 goals. Jota came on for Firmino. Wijnaldum came on for Fabinho. And then, what? Look. 2-1, Liverpool. How are you going to concede this goal? That's the thing. Liverpool also has questions to answer, Dominic Calvert-Lewin with that header. The man has been on fire. This guy's heading better than Cristiano Ronaldo right now. 7th goal of the season. Luka Dean. Go back and watch the replay of that goal. You could see Trent Alexander-Arnold very inept in defense. Listen, nobody tell me nothing about Trent is no best right back in the world no more. Do not tell me about that. I do not want to hear it anymore. I do not want to hear it anymore. Okay? Stop it. Please stop it going forward. I, Dominic Rich, do not want to hear that anymore. Because he ain't. He cannot defend. And a right back is a defender. Wing back, maybe. Right wing back, maybe, but he's not the best right back in the world. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's one of the best, but he is not the best. I'm sorry. And if you're gonna tell me here right now that he is the best, it's just better you just leave. I don't mean to chase people out the stream and all, but if you're going to tell me he's the best, leave. Please. Just leave. I'm waiting. Just leave. Excuse yourself. Excuse thyself from the stream. Guys, make sure you like the video. Smash the thumbs up button. I'm doing this alone today, and I think I'm doing a great job. Let's get the stream. Look, why are we at 46 likes? And we got 94 people in here. You guys are a bunch of haters. Let's move on. Let us move on. Okay, so I have a question here. Okay, Dom, who do you think is the best right back in the world? That is a very difficult question, but it's a very difficult question. But maybe it's Danny Carvajal still. Maybe it's him because he can defend. He is good going forward as well. It's not Kyle Walker. It's not Wan-Bissaka. It's not Kyle Walker. It is not Kyle Walker. It is not Kyle Walker. These days, you have to judge right backs in their defensive work and their offensive work as well, because a lot of teams are creating with their fullbacks. It's not Walker. What Walker does sometimes, it is not Kyle Walker. Don't come here with no. It's not Kyle Walker. It's Danny Carvajal. And I like to throw Kimmich in there when he plays right back, but he is not a right back. Oh, you see that? You see that? Look, I didn't even see this yet. Shake my head, say Wan-Bissaka, then since he can defend. No. Dani Alves, Trent is no Dani. Yo, come on, look. Nobody is better than, come on, Demo. Come on, bro. Come on. Look, Baba Gigo, Trent is the best. Oh, my God. Excuse yourself. Shout outs to Pierre, man. What up, Pierre? Pierre does videos on YouTube as well. He runs a Manchester City fan channel. Good luck with that, bro. Good luck. You know, if you're not from Manchester, it's going to be very hard. Just letting you know that right now, Pierre. But Pierre, you and I got to do a video in the future, bro. Since you're a City fan as well. We're going to have a chat. We're going to have an honest chat. You and I. TY. It's all about unity. But look, let's continue with this game. This is a hell of a game, man. There's all different angles you could break down. But guys, the Henderson goal, that was harsh, man. That was harsh. Jordan Henderson celebrating. You know what? What I was saying to myself, if it was me and I'm playing and I score, I'm not celebrating. I'm just not going to celebrate. I'm just not going to celebrate. Okay? Why celebrate? Why? Next thing, VAR, no goal. It's funny. It is funny as hell. I'm telling you. It's funny because you see it all the time. Like, guys, these guys, stop celebrating already, man. Stop celebrating. And another thing, too, guys, before I forget to mention, it's still weird without the fans. It is still weird without the fans in the stadium. We're seeing a lot of strange things happening. I don't know if it definitely is affecting the players, because if you have no crowd, there's people who feed on the crowd. Like, the bigger the crowd, the better they play. When there's nobody to show off in front of, they're like, okay, whatever. And then there's people who don't like the crowd, who has like a little anxiety. They play much freer. They play much better. So this could be affecting the whole foot. This season is going to be a weird one. It's going to be a weird one. And we have 8744 saying, I think fans will be allowed in the UCL. Some countries, not every country. If there's still a lockdown, like if there's a lockdown in Liverpool or Manchester, you won't be seeing fans in those stadiums. But we've been seeing fans there's fans in Germany. That's crazy. Like, how are they dealing with this thing better than everyone else? It's nuts. I'm still wearing my mask. Guys, cool story. I bought some back early in March, right? I went to buy a mask. I'm always looking for business ideas. So I'm like, yo, everyone's required to wear a mask. Let me buy some masks and sell them on eBay or something. So I bought 50, I think I bought like 65 masks from China in March. And I'm like, whenever I get them, maybe in 1 month, couple of weeks, I flip them. I spent like $100. I flip it and I make like $600 or something. Guys, tell me why I ordered the thing in March and I think April, May, June. I didn't get the freaking mask until maybe like late June or June. And I'm like, when I checked the prices they were selling for, it didn't even make any sense. So I have about 50 masks over there in the box. So I would never run out of masks for quite a while. Let me take a sip of this water. Okay. Do you know how you settle who is the best right back? Answer the question. Can Trent Alexander-Arnold start for every team in the world? If he can start for every team above every current right back that's playing for their respective teams, then he is the best right back in the world. But if he can't, then he is not. Okay? So just think about that when you're trying to analyze who's the best and who is not. And I mean for the whole world. No, he cannot. Do you think if Real Madrid has Trent and Dani Carvajal, they're going to play Trent ahead of Dani Carvajal? No, they won't. They won't. They won't. Not with Dani Carvajal playing well. They won't. You see what I mean? They won't. They won't. I don't even think, and I'm going to make, this is going to be controversial right now. Because of City's defensive woes right now, I don't even think Trent could start for City right now. Seriously. He can play right wing for City, right wing back for City, but starting him ahead of Kyle Walker might not be a good idea. Seriously. And if you don't believe me, check what's going on for England. Just check, and you see what I'm talking about. But anyways, let us move on. Let us move on from that Liverpool should have won the game. That goal should have stood. VAR close. Whenever you see they bring out the lines, when they bring out the protractor and the lines, listen, and the compass, you're in a lot of trouble. See what I mean? Listen, when they take it into technical school, listen, when you take it into technical school, you are in a lot of trouble. Richarlison almost broke Thiago's leg. It wasn't a good game for Liverpool. And then the outcome is that Van Dijk ruptured his ACL in his right knee, has to do surgery, and will be out for a prolonged period of time. ACLs take a very long time to heal. Laporte, that was ACL. He was out for the whole season, and he has not been the same since. And look, I don't want Liverpool fans to make no excuses about not having Van Dijk. I'm going to make that clear right now. Do not make any excuses, because last season when I made the excuses, everyone told me to shut my mouth and stop making excuses. Everyone. I don't want to hear no excuses. All right? I don't want to hear it. I'm going to take my head and replace it with that monkey emoji with his hand over his ears like this. I do not want to hear I don't want to hear anything. But Van Dijk, hopefully he recovers fast though, and get healthy soon. I don't wish that on anybody. But Liverpool would now need to start scoring 5 and 6 and 4, 3-0. I don't know how many more clean sheets Liverpool are going to keep for the remainder of the season. Seriously. So let us move on. That was a hell of a those last couple of games. The Tottenham game, freaking West Ham, hell of a review, man. How many more games we got? I think we got 2 more games to talk about, 3 more games. All right, the game I want to talk about, guys, while I have some energy, you know what? I did say Liverpool, they play Sheffield next. Everton, they play Southampton. That's a good game. That's going to be a good game. Very good game. Look, now the fact that I said Southampton, let's talk about this game too. Chelsea 3, Southampton 3. What another comeback. What another comeback. Amazing comeback. Chelsea scoring 2 in the first 28 minutes. Timo Werner. Bam, bam. Timo Werner. Welcome to the Premier League, Timo Werner. Welcome to Chelsea, Timo Werner. Scout Nation, YouTube. Welcome to Chelsea, Timo Werner. Bam, bam. 2 good goals. 2 good goals. Very good goals. Don't get me wrong. But then, Kepa. What up, Kepa? Not Crystal Palace. Southampton, bang, bang. Danny Ings and Che Adams. I told you about that guy, Che Adams. I always say he's getting his little mojo back. That Che Adams goal was so comical. I made a reaction for it. Go check it out. It was so dumb. I think it was a giveaway up in Chelsea's defensive third. And then Kepa actually set Che Adams up for the goal. That ball was going to go out, and Kepa knock it back somehow. I don't know how he managed to do it, but he knocked it back. Bam. Che Adams did the rest. 2-2. And I'm like, what is Chelsea doing? Not even, look, 2 minutes later, Timo Werner and Havertz walked the ball past McCarthy. And I'm like, okay, so Chelsea are going to win this. But then extra time, Yannick Vestergaard with the header set up by Walcott, who made his debut for Southampton, returning to the club after a very, very long time. He used to play there. Record-breaking player, started very, very young. Theo Walcott in those big baggy uniforms, and equalizer. Freak game. Hakim Ziyech made his debut for Chelsea as well. That was nice to see. Reece James and Tammy Abraham came off the bench. Tammy Abraham needs to leave Chelsea. I'm going to just say that right now. He needs to leave Chelsea. He definitely needs to leave. It ain't working out. It ain't working out at all. It ain't working out. And, Demo Dre, you're mentioning right there about Alisson. Alisson, was a massive piece. Apart from Van Dijk, he's our second major piece. Alisson, I heard, is now fit again in training, and he will be available very soon. We got Champions League games coming up. Liverpool play Ajax. That's going to be a fun one. Man City play Porto. United play PSG. Chelsea, I don't even know who they play, to be honest. And I'm talking about them, right? Yeah. They play Rennes, Krasnodar, Sevilla. Let's see who they play. I didn't even check the Champions League fixtures. I've been so busy working on my Champions League video. Guys, make sure you go watch those videos, okay? They play Sevilla at home. Make sure you go watch the video, all the videos. You know what I even did? I'm even breaking them down into 5-minute clips. So if you don't want to watch one, or if you don't want to watch the whole 40 plus minutes, you watch a 5-minute clip. And the thing is, the video came out to be 49 minutes, but there's 8 groups. Think about it. 8 by 6. 8 by 6 is 48. I only took 6 minutes on every group. That's not bad. But there's people out here, and not to criticize people out here, but people out here making 14 minutes Champions League prediction videos. Like, what is that? Tell me. Explain to me, please. What is that? Maybe I did it in the past too, whatever, but what is that? You're not giving the people nothing, man. You know, you're just saying, oh, Group A, I pick, I'm going to pick, you know what? I pick Bayern Munich to come first and Atleti second and Lokomotiv third and Red Bull Leipzig fourth, Salzburg fourth, and that's it. Let's move on to Group B. Come on, you got to give the people more. And that's a tip for people who want to do prediction videos in the future. But Chelsea, you spend too much goddamn money to be dropping points like this, in this type of fashion. 3-3 against West Brom, no, 3-3 against Southampton. What is this? What is up with all these 3-3s? 1-800-333-3333. Call the Chelsea taxi now. That's basically what it is, because look, what's up with all these 3-3s? Werner, Hakim Ziyech. Guys, remember Charlie Masunda? He had a promising future, but I don't know what happened with him. He even played for Belgium. But Kai Havertz. Ben Chilwell. Thiago Silva, who could not play because of his exploits with Brazil. He's too old. He can't recover. It's crazy. Look. Edward Mendy just brought in unfit. Come on. Are you kidding me? The guys are playing way too much football. They can't stay fit. Everyone ain't Connor Cody, who's going to play every game. Everyone ain't freaking Connor Cody. Like, come on. Can't expect everybody to be Connor Cody. Okay, I know a lot of people didn't know Connor Cody plays every single game. Everyone ain't that guy Mawson, who used to play for freaking Swansea. He used to play every single game too. But Chelsea with Kepa, there's gonna be a lot more 3-3s in the future. Sevilla probably licking their lips right about now. But look, Southampton, man. Well played to Southampton. Well played. Ibrahima Diallo, Abdou Diallo of PSG's brother, made his debut. He's a defensive midfielder. You had Shane Long making a run out. Oh, a long time I didn't see you, Shane Long. They even give him a new contract, and he does nothing, basically. Nathan Teller, a young right winger, also got a run out off the bench. But Southampton looks spirited, and they look like they mean business. I already mentioned Walcott made his return to Southampton as well. So, look, it could have been disastrous for Southampton on the day, but Hassan Hutel's men fought back valiantly, and they picked up a good point. But for Chelsea, you got to sort this thing out, man. I feel bad. I feel bad for Hudson-Odoi, man. You should have just gone to Bayern Munich. Just listen, take a cut in the pay. You should have gone to Bayern Munich, because it ain't going to happen for you at Chelsea. Believe me. Lampard probably don't like you or something. I'm going to make that call. He don't like you. It got to be he don't like you, because why he not playing you? He don't like you. He don't like you. But look, That's all I got for that game. Chelsea play United next. Oh my God, that's a big game. Chelsea play United next, and for Southampton, they play Everton. Let's talk about the Man City game. I'm not going to leave City for last today. I'm going to leave the United game for last. But let's talk about City 1, Arsenal 0. I'm talking about my team now. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Let's get it to. We have 80 plus people in here, and we only have 54 likes, which is very poor. Very, very poor. I do not like it. I'm just expressing my displeasure on the amounts of likes I have right now. I do not like it, okay? I don't like it. Like the video. Chris Kavanaugh was the ref. City won 1-0. This was courtesy of a Raheem Sterling goal. It came from a rebounded ball. I think that was Foden with the shot. Well saved by Leno. Sterling, empty goal to tap into. It could have been more. Aguero came back, but a 1-0, it would do. I'll suffice with that. Seriously, I love it. I absolutely love it. Because you know what? I did not go into this game confident. I went into this game skeptical as hell. But Pep Guardiola, Pep, you tricked them. You tricked them, Pep. You tricky little bastard, Pep. I love it. I like how you... Oh, sorry there. Sorry, Mike. But I like how you're thinking and not overthinking. Because what happened, Arteta expecting you to bring certain things and you didn't. Pep played Walker and freaking Cancelo in the same team. Two right backs. He had Nathan Ake running up and down the left. You see this formation you're seeing right here? This is not the real formation. That is not the real formation. That is definitely not the real formation because Nathan Ake did not play central. What happened was it was a weird, to be honest, look, Nathan Ake was playing over here on the left. Rodri was dropping back as a third center back most of the time. Cancelo was playing as a right wing back. Mahrez was cutting in. Aguero was playing he wasn't too direct up top, but he was, he passed the ball a lot, you know what I mean, when he could have actually tried to go through himself. And Sterling, busy, did his thing. But Foden, man. Foden looked good. He should have scored, but props to Leno. He looked good. No De Bruyne, no Laporte, no problem. Love it. Love it, man. Fernandinho off the bench. Gundogan off the bench. That's it. Game management, Pep Guardiola. Ilkay Gundogan, Fernandinho. Game management. You don't bring on Ferran Torres. You don't bring on Liam Delap. It's not necessary. You bring on players to manage the game. You see that? Smart. Well done, Pep. Arsenal, poor on the road against Big Six teams. 30 games, no wins. Not Lacazette. Aubameyang, nothing. Aubameyang. He did get one shot that Edison saved, big save. Shout outs to Edison. Saka had a solid game. Solid game by Booyaka. Booyaka, Saka. Booyaka. Calm down. Get a little carried away there. But Bukayo Saka, really talented player there. See how serious he looks? Really talented player. He almost beat Edison as well. Both goalkeepers, good on the day. But in the end, City's quality, too much for Arsenal to handle. Bellerin had a good game. Tierney, very good player. That's why I put him in the combined 11. Pepe, so-so. Willian, so-so. Aubameyang, so-so. Xhaka and Ceballos, not penetrative enough. Thomas Partey actually came to the party today. Not today. On the day, getting a little carried away again. Calm down. Thomas Partey. I think Arteta just wanted to put Partey in the 11 because the Arsenal fans, like Arsenal Fan TV, hype up the thing so much. They even call up Doneo. You know what I'm saying? They called up, listen, this is fun, I'm telling you. They called up Doneo. Oh my God. Yo, we go party hard. We go party hard. We go party hard. Oh my God. Yo. Oh, that song was huge. That song was huge, but we go party hard. We go that bounce was nice though. The bounce of that Doneo song was nice, but Mikel Arteta just wanted to play Thomas Partey. He just wanted to play him. You know what I'm saying? And Partey came on off the bench. I don't know who else he would have brought on to try to get a goal back, to be honest, because look, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, he was on the bench. He brought on Nketiah and Lacazette. Yeah, I think that's it. But their bench look light. Listen, their bench look light. Seriously. Your bench, City's bench look real light too. You know what I mean? This coronavirus, this whole schedule got everybody looking really light. Light, like crackers. You know about cricks? You know what? Biscuits? Light. Telling you. But look, I'm happy with this 1-0 win. Ain't gonna complain. As I said, wasn't confident. And I'm gonna take what I get. Shout outs to the man. Shout out, not man. Shout outs to the boy, Ruben Diaz. Because Ruben Diaz, you're a boy to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 10 years older than you. Shout outs to the boy, Ruben Diaz. He had a big game. And you know what I like about Ruben Diaz, guys? He passed the ball to Ederson. And as soon as he passed the ball, he runs. He runs somewhere that in case Ederson needs an outlet, he's there available. And you don't see that a lot of times with many players. They just pass the ball and they stay right there. Or they, you know, you pass the ball and you move. This guy, Ruben Diaz, man. They said City throwing money at it again. He ain't that good. Guys, are you kidding me? This man has been playing it for Benfica for years. For Portugal for years. That's a quality signing. I'm happy with that signing. As I said, I'm more happy that we got him than Jules Koundé, who I think maybe a little... let me stop. Maybe I'm talking too early. But first clean sheet for Ruben Diaz. Nathan Ake had a big game. Kyle Walker, playing as a center-back, mostly had a big game. We had a great... Bernardo Silva back in the team again. We had a great game, man. Look, Benjamin Mendy wasn't even in the freaking lineup. He's probably injured again. Maybe a blessing in disguise. Maybe a gift from God himself. Okay? But, look. Good win. Let's move on. Arsenal, come better next time. For City, we play West Ham United next. Oh, that's a good game. Not a good time to play West Ham, but I think we should get the better of West Ham United, if you ask me. And then Arsenal play Leicester City. The last game we're going to talk about, guys, is Newcastle 1, Man United 4. Let me make sure I talked about every game already. Yeah, I did. Look. 1-1 for like 85 minutes. I watch all the games this weekend. Only last week, I didn't watch all the games because we had double fixtures and stuff, and I didn't bother to go back and watch them. But 1-1 for 85 minutes. Look, 86 minutes. Bruno Fernandes finally missed the Fernandes on the day. Finally, he missed the Fernandes. Carl Darlow, he was busy. He was busy. And then Bruno did score a goal early, which was, I think he scored a goal that VAR chalked off. It was a good goal, if I'm not mistaken. Good routine. Bam, Bruno Fernandes. But he did end up scoring another screamer again late in the game. So, look. Good game by United. Good game in the last 10 minutes of the match. And this is where it goes back to game management. Steve Bruce, Newcastle, what are you guys doing? You have the match 1-1, 86 minutes. Why are you trying to get 3 points? I don't understand. Why? Why are you trying to get 3 points? Please, somebody explain to me why he's trying to get 3 points there. Why? Tell me. You have Javier Manquillo on the bench. Bring him on instead of Fraser. It was 1-1 still. When you brought on Miguel Almiron and took off Hendrick, too late. You left yourself open trying to come back into the game. Bang, 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 United. Even Wan-Bissaka got into the act. Wan-Bissaka, where Bruno Fernandes said he didn't even know Wan-Bissaka could shoot. And that was a good goal. Marcus Rashford, good goal. Harry Maguire, header to get things back after Newcastle scored early in the game. Look, good goal. Harry Maguire shutting up some haters there. Shutting up some haters. He wouldn't want to go to Greece on holiday anymore, though. But he's been come under a lot of criticism lately. Thank God City didn't buy Harry Maguire. But, guys, look. Bruno Fernandes missed that penalty. I actually celebrated when he did. I'm like, yo, frigayo. Listen, Man United just keep getting these penalties, man. Penalty after penalty after penalty. I'm like, God damn. Like, really? Another penalty? But look, Solskjaer needed to respond after that 6-1 drubbing that he got against Spurs, and the guys did. Look, when you're playing Daniel James, you look desperate. Very desperate. You know what I'm saying? Very, very desperate. Very, very, very desperate. But look, I just see the comment here. I just see the comment. Look. You seem tired. You're talking a lot of what I say hurt you, bro? What I say hurt you, Demo? Come on, bro. Come on. Demo. What I say hurt you? Look, I'm gonna just stay cool. I'm gonna just stay cool. Demo is my boy. I touch a nerve with something I said. But look here. Get back to the game here. Solskjaer was desperate. When you see he pull out Mata, and you pull out Fred and McTominay, and you have Pogba on the bench, and you have Matic on the bench, who you were actually showing faith in. Danny Van de Beek can't even get a start. And if you guys realize, when Pogba and Van de Beek came on, look, let's just go back, look at when they came on. Look, Pogba, 69 minutes. Van de Beek, 76 minutes. These guys changed the game. The substitutions worked. It changed the game. Changed the game. You guys know that song? Jay-Z? 20 years ago plus, 20-something years. Look, it changed the game. It changed the game. Alex Telles, left back, he didn't even play. You see what Solskjaer did? Solskjaer not trying to prove nothing and say, you know what? We got Cavani, let's play him today. We got Tellez, let's play him today. No, you're not playing yet. Let's stick to this and just handle this thing right. You know, you're not trying to be like Arsenal and be like Tottenham. Handle the thing, finish off the game well. 3 good goals at the end there to sink Newcastle's ship. United 4, Newcastle 1. Poor game management by Steve Bruce and Newcastle, if you ask me. So it was a really good match week, though. Mentioned that. Very, very good match week. In this game, Alain Saint-Maximin, man, this guy dazzled, man. This guy, what a player. What a player. Let me just mention that. Callum Wilson should have probably scored. De Gea pulling off a big save. De Gea pulled off a couple big saves in this game. Let me mention that I did forget to mention De Gea and his heroics in the game, but Newcastle, it's United you're playing. It's always going to be rough. They haven't had a lot of luck against United, seriously, over the years. In terms of the top scorers this season, we have Heung-min Son with 7 goals. Dominic Calvert-Rich with 7 goals. You could also call me Dominic Calvert-Lewin if you want, because I'm, prolificness right about now. Mo Salah with 6. Harry Kane with 5. Jamie Vardy with 5 as well. We're not gonna, we only talking top 5 right about now. We're not gonna get into that. So this is how the table looks, guys. Everton on top. Everton on top, guys. Could they look? I have a question for people right now here. Everton, yes, I know that. I know they beat United, but I said over the years. Okay? So look. Do you guys think Everton could actually win the title? Could I even ask that question yet? They're on top of the league after 5 games. Is it too early to actually talk about Everton winning a title, guys? Let me know. Aston Villa, maybe, guys. What do you think? Could they have a Cinderella season, win the title? What do you think? After Virgil van Dijk's injury, do you guys think Liverpool would still win the title? What do you think? Do you think Man City could come and win the title after missing out last season, winning their 3rd title in 4 seasons? What do you think? Because look, let me tell y'all right now, Pep ain't playing no games, you know. Do you guys think Chelsea and Lampard will flop this season? Because look, I honestly think Chelsea now, look, 5 games, you have 8 points. 5 games, you have 8 points. In 5 games, that's 15 points, and you only got 8. That ain't no title winning thing. I know City has, look, City got 7-4. I know. Liverpool got 10-5. I know. Maybe it's too early, man. But I just don't think Chelsea are gonna win the title. Maybe it's too early. But guys, are we gonna have a weird? It's 2020, and 2021 could actually be weirder than 2020. What are we gonna see? We're gonna see a new champion, Premier League champion. You know, when I talk about I'm talking about Premier League. I'm not talking about the old First Division. Premier League, the whole new entity, Premier League. Could Villa win their first Premier League title? Could Everton win their first Premier League title? What are we gonna see, guys? Tell me. But it was a great week of football, and I'm gonna be back. Later on in the week. I don't know if Ryan's gonna be available, but I'm gonna be back later on in the week to do predictions. Okay, this is about consistency. We're 5 weeks in, 33 to go. It ain't easy. It's not easy. When I tell you guys, it ain't easy. You gotta put everything aside, and you gotta come and you gotta do this. You gotta do this. Listen, every week I'm gonna be here. Every week I'm gonna be here for you. Every week, doesn't matter what, rain, sun, snow, shine, no electricity. I'm gonna find a way. Hook up some car batteries or something. I'm gonna be here. Okay, we want to build this thing. Guys, make sure you like the video. There's 90 people in here. If you haven't liked the video yet, like it. Use the like button. Okay, if you not subscribe, which I don't understand why, subscribe. Almost at 40,000 subs. Putting in that work. Make sure you go check out my other channels. Dominic Rich Gaming, Domination, a football channel. That channel is doing well these days as well. Look, boy, putting in the work. Go check out all the content, the Champions League content. The work is nonstop. Shout outs to everybody in here right about now. You guys are the real MVPs, man. Thanks for coming back to another live stream. It's almost 2 hours, and this is where I'm going to leave you. I love you, but I got to leave you right now. Got things to do while it's still early. So, guys, from your boy Dominic Rich, just went 2 hours nonstop. Hope you were entertained. Hope you were pissed off as well. And until next time, from your boy Dominic Calvert Rich Lewing. Peace out. Rich Squad. I'm all about prolificness this season, man. That's what it is. Hit me up in the comments, though. We talk.